What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back in the video on the channel, and today, as you can see, I've built Stonehenge out of chicken nuggets. Why? Why wouldn't you build Stonehenge out of chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets are for children, so you have to act like a kid when you eat them. I was told that by a couple of great friends in my life, and I do adhere by that until the day I expire. But anyway, we got a nice little feast prepared for you today. Now, it looks like the most unhealthy food in the world. Now, the funny part about this is, these onion rings are not made from onions, they're made from cauliflower. These chicken nuggets are actually air-fried chickens. They're not fried at all, meaning no oil, no nothing like that. And these fried balls of love over here are actually, you're not going to believe this, fried broccoli. That's right, fried broccoli. I found these in the frozen food section. I was just food shopping and I was looking for something quick to make. And I wanted to get a couple of things, obviously, for the rest of my grocery haul. But I saw these air-fried broccoli pieces and I'm like, I don't really know if this is going to be good. And I saw these are made by Green Giant. They're not onion rings, they're actually cauliflower rings. And I'm interested to see if they're any good. Now, of course, I've got my assortment of condiments. These are all actually sugar-free condiments. I wanted to give people kind of a glimpse into what makes my unhealthy looking food healthy, so I kind of just spelled it out for you. And these are my two favorite condiments I use all the time. G. Hughes, my man. No, this is not an ad. No, I do not get paid for this. He does not even know I exist. He needs to, though, because I've probably paid for his pool with the amount of sauces that I've had. But as you can see right here, I've got G. Hughes sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, and I've got G. Hughes honey mustard sauce. Now, there is another elusive sauce that I cannot find, so if anybody can locate it and just kind of lob your boy it, just let me know in the comments, please. G. Hughes also makes a sweet chili sauce, and it is the best sauce out of all of them, but you can't find it. It's like the unicorn of sauces. It drives me nuts. I've been looking for it. I've only had it one time. I had to order it off of Amazon, and they sold out. I believe I paid like $30 for like two of them, because you know how people price gouge you. Wonderful. The American dream. Doesn't matter. And this right here, of course, is my homemade zesty sauce. Now, basically what I did is use fresh horseradish, barbecue sauce, but it wasn't the sweet and spicy one. It was like the hickory. It has a bunch of different flavors. A little bit of fat-free mayo, and then just some garlic and a couple of other seasonings. But I made my own zesty sauce, and for a reference point, I actually have it here. My goat zesty sauce, the White Castle zesty sauce, which is my favorite one, that and Burger King's version, but I have it here, and also some White Castle ranch, because, I mean, if you're going to use nuggets, you've got to dip God knows what in it. Inside of my drink today, I've got pink lemonade. You can see it on the bottom over here. Of course, my coldest one. You know, the link's in the bio or in the description if you want to get one. You know, I've been using it for a very long time, and I do like them. Ice cubes keep cold, blah, 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 blah. And of course, I'm trying to keep myself awake. I'm tired. It's 3:30 in the morning. Gingerbread Oreos. If you are here from the gram and you're an OG, you've been here when I first started, you probably know I cut my teeth doing food reviews and making meals like this. This is like my sweet spot right here. So I want to try these first before I do anything, because who the heck doesn't want to try Oreos? Gingerbread is a re-release, but they are seasonal, and I've heard they have changed some of the recipes, so I'm eager to see what the heck is going on. I found these in ShopRite. I've been looking for them for weeks. They kept saying Walgreens. I went like 5 different Walgreens. Never found them. Went in ShopRite today, the 24-hour one by me, just to buy food, and I'm walking, and I'm like, you know what? It ain't gonna be there. And lo and behold, here they were. So I'm gonna do these tonight, because I have to do these tonight, because, hold up, hey. Bro, there's supposed to be like an open thing. Oh, there it is. Wait. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's a little tab. Fresh, sealed, have not tried. I'm not lying. This is first. I never do reviews unless the reaction is genuine. Oh, that smells good. Get in there. Oh, man, that smells good. I love gingerbread. My mom used to give me ginger snaps. If you had those, that's like old people version of ginger stuff. Mom used to give me those all the time as a kid, and I loved them. And this smell just brings you right to it. That gingerbread smell to it. Disclaimer, I don't have milk. It was tired, and there was a dude in front of me at the checkout aisle that had literally like 2 giant shopping carts. Him and his, I don't know if it's his girlfriend and his wife. I'll tell you more about that later, because there was some weird stuff going on. It was late at night. The freaks come out at night, you know what they say. Doesn't matter. But here are the gingerbread Oreos. You can see they actually have little specks in here, which is interesting because they didn't have that in the OG version. Let me cut this bad boy open for you. All right, give you a close-up, Rooney. You can see what's going on inside there, little specks. What does it say here? Gingerbread flavored cookie cream with sugar, crunchy sugar crystals. Sugar crystal, man, this is crazy. And they even added my man that got eaten in the Shrek movie, the gingerbread man, right on here. gingerbread, no milk, raw dog. I screwed up. Somebody gonna say something about the fact I have pink lemonade, but look, shut up, okay? I want to do this for y'all, and I'm not going back to the store to get milk at 3:30 in the morning. Let's do this. I'm very partial to ginger, and I know somebody's gonna say, "Oh, he likes everything." It's a gingerbread man, with frosting, gingerbread tasting frosting. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't have a booger in my head. I like the texture change with the sugar crystals. The ginger cookies, it tastes like ginger snaps, but they're not hard like the ginger snaps. Because if you had ginger snaps, you'd crack your teeth on them bad boys. And what you would normally get from the gingerbread man, the frosting on the top, is what it tastes like inside the cookies. Good old artificially flavored Oreos. Or just say limited edition, yeah, they do. If it doesn't say limited edition, they're being added to the arsenal, in case you didn't know. But since it says limited edition, I picked up 3 packs. I have a freezer downstairs as I keep my stash. I have a stash of every Oreo release since about, I think 2017. And I think in a few years I'm going to go through the whole thing and do a whole YouTube video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But I'm waiting for them to drop something that just blows me out of the water. But I do like this a lot. If you're a fan of gingerbread men, it puts you right in the mind of it. You would know when you open the pack up what it's going to taste like right away. Very, very good. I'm not partial to like this number rating stuff that people do. Like, for me, like, is it good or not? Like, yes, it's good. There you go. People say like 8 out of 10. So what made it not have an 8.5 or a 9? Like, I used to do the numbers, and then people like, oh, you gave it an 8. Why didn't you give it a 9? Let me tell you something. I have no idea why I didn't give it a 9. And I'm going to level with you. No one knows because they throw numbers out of a fucking hat, okay? So, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I like these a lot. I like them enough that I'm going to eat this entire pack eventually. I'm going to eat the rest of them that I have in my freezer, and I would eat them again. Does that sum it up for you? F these number stuff, man. I don't know why people have this number stuff. So like an A, it passed. Pass, fail. I like that. It's better grade stuff. Definitely smashable. I'm a fan. Pick yourself some gingerbread stuff. If you like gingerbread, man. Like I said, I'm trying to keep myself awake. It's 3:30 in the morning. I am shot, but I want to do the video because I like making the daily uploads. And I already missed out once. So here is an air fried chicken nugget. Yes, these come from a package. Can I make air fried chicken nuggets? Yes. You can actually look at my air fried chicken recipe, which I'll forget to put in the link in the bio, but it's somewhere in the cooking video section. I made air fried breaded chicken. But these were made by Tyson, I believe. And the macros on these are insane. You can see my zesty sauce I made. Yes, the zesty sauce I made by hand. And you hear that crunch. The thing I like about these, I'm being honest, I've had these before, is that the crunch, it's a lot cleaner. It doesn't feel like I'm having a nugget, because nuggets tend to feel a little bit more like mystery meat, whereas when you look at the inside of these, you know, that's white meat. You know, this isn't BS. So it's a lot better of a quality of meat. The fat, the calories are crazy. One serving is 150 calories. Nuggets are way, way more than that. And I believe the fat is like 3 or 4 grams of fat per serving. I'm eating the entire container, which is 40 nuggets, and it's about 1,000 calories. Go to McDonald's and check the macros, and you get 220 pieces. And then you can come back here and we'll talk. It's a little higher. It's a little crappier meat. And it's clean protein, 15 grams of protein for all you macro nerds out there. The rest of you, in my Stephen A. Smith voice, we don't care. I know. You don't care? But some of you care about the diet stuff. So I'm going to try to mix a little bit of that stuff in as well. Because I'm fitness, but I'm also fatness. And these are dope. Now this honey mustard has 20 calories for 2 tablespoons. That's about the same as ketchup. Honey mustard normally is like mayo. Normally it's like 100 calories a serving, 80 calories a serving. And I've been using this for a very long time. And of course I'm a moron. And I didn't bring anything to put. Like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just trying to get some protein in, get some calories and some veggies in, so I have energy for tomorrow. You know I'm going to spill this all over the table. But it is very, very good. The only thing that's different from this and normal honey mustard is the consistency. It's a little thinner, but not much. I've given this to people that are, I don't like healthy food. Mom, she don't have YouTube, she don't care. But I try to sneak her stuff sometimes, and she doesn't like, the sugar-free or the healthy options. So sometimes I'll be like, hey, Ma, you want honey mustard on your chicken and whatever? And she's like, yeah. So I'll throw it on there, and then she'll eat it. This is true. And she'll eat it, and then she sees me with like a stupid smile on my face, and she's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, nah, just eat it, And then she'll eat it, and I'm like, it's good, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, sugar-free. And she's like, I need something was wrong. She don't know. She's in her head. I used to do that with her a lot, too. With Boca patties. When I thought that was like the play. I'll be honest, like, veggie burgers are actually very good. I've eaten them, I like them a lot. So, one time I made her a veggie burger, but I put it on the grill, and I used fat-free cheese. She ate it, she's like, it's good. And I was like, you just ate a veggie burger. She said, I knew I used to get her all the time. Mom, you'll never watch my YouTube videos. So, gotcha. Alright. Cauliflower onion ring. How the hell do you make a cauliflower onion ring? This would be interesting. Good texture. Good flavor. That is actually very good. Slight texture difference. It's the biggest thing I noticed. You get the onion flavor. They must use onion powder, which, if you don't know this, a lot of onion rings that you get from fast food places are usually just like rehydrated onions with onion powder. It's not like real onions. You can tell a real onion ring when you split that bad boy open and you get an actual onion. But the ones you get from like Burger King, which I love, are not real onion rings. Quote unquote. You can look this stuff up. Like, it's not a true onion, whereas if you just chopped an onion and put it in there, it's like onion product. But this definitely has a texture difference slightly, where you kind of get a little bit more of like a paste. I know this sounds disgusting. I know, because I know that people that don't care about healthy food right now are like, see, that's why I don't eat this stuff. I don't know how you, but again, to be perfectly honest, the calories are relatively similar to normal onion rings. I'd rather eat an onion ring, but it's definitely like, if you put this on a plate, I would not turn it away. It's just a textural thing. But I'm used to eating healthy food, so I don't really care. But it's noticeable a little bit. Would I eat it again? Yeah, 100%. No cap. Do I prefer regular onion? I'm doing a thing again. I'm sorry, man. It tastes good. That's I can't fake that. A little bit of the G Hughes again. You can see these are all fresh bottles. I just bought them today. This is the sweet and spicy. Is my favorite version of his barbecue sauce. This barbecue sauce has 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. That is insanity for barbecue sauce. The good barbecue sauces, macro-wise, usually 25 to 30. And you have to really look for those. Most of them are in the 60, 70, 80 range. And when you start talking sweet and spicy, normally they're up in the 70, 80 range. Excuse me. But this is kind of what I do. And how I got myself into shape eating this way was finding products like this that still let me eat the way I wanted to. And allow me, that's so good, man. That's the best barbecue sauce that you will get for, like, per calorie, hands down. And you wouldn't believe it, but there's no sugar in it. Now, I'm sure all you other people talking about fake sugar, like, check it out. Crushed tomatoes, vinegar, cornstarch, more vinegar, salt, lemon juice, onion, spices. Sucralose is all the way in the bottom, so it is in there. So, if you don't know what sucralose is, it is the fake sugars. There are sucralose. Stevia is very, very popular. Of course, now that's like the new gluten-free version of sugar. I'm not meaning literally, but yeah, you got to drip it on my table. That just went next to the honey mustard. We got to try this broccoli. If you don't know, I eat a lot of broccoli. and a lot of cauliflower. So when I saw this, breaded broccoli, I had to try this. I used to get this at Red Lobster. I don't know if they still do. I haven't been to Red Lobster in years. But the last time I went to Red Lobster, I was in college. And I got fried broccoli because I felt like I was being healthier. That's the one. Air fried chicken is legit. The cauliflower onion rings are good, but I still prefer regular onion rings. That right here, the crispy outside, that broccoli on the inside is roasted. You can see it. Look, see that roasted? See that, the char right there? And it's good breading. But I don't even, you can tell I like broccoli, so I'm not even using the dipping sauces. Man, I should have got two. I did get the cauliflower of this too, so it's probably going to make their way into a mukbang coming near you. But this is kind of how I do it. I get the nutrients from the broccoli. This whole thing, 40 nuggets. I think I had like 16 onion rings. And I want to say 20 pieces of fried broccoli. If you were to get that at McDonald's or anything, you'd be looking probably like towards 3,000 or 4,000 calories. This is 2,000. With the nutrients you would get from cauliflower, from broccoli, and obviously cleaner. I hate that word clean. Oh, God, but. And I mean tasting wise. This doesn't taste. You hear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. Can't help it. But you definitely. It tastes like a cleaner. Almost like. More like a boneless wing. Because it's all white meat. And it's got a better crunch to it. Now, don't get it twisted. You know I have messed up a lot of different kinds of nuggets. So I'm not dissing nuggets. I still love my nuggets. But when I eat these, I don't get that same heavy feeling that I get when I'm having, you know, chicken nuggets from McDonald's or Wendy's or things like that, because it's not fried and the meat is so much better. I've noticed the thing so much now, and some of you didn't notice it until I pointed it out. But now, because I've been recording myself eating so much recently, it's so much more noticeable to me. Like, so much more. This zesty sauce I made is off the chain. I gotta write a recipe for it. I'm terrible at writing recipes. I'm also terrible at shaving. Ugh. It's gotta go. For whatever reason, though, women like the beard on me. I hate it. I hate facial hair. I feel so dirty right now. And I'm kind of a germaphobe. So, this doesn't help. But it's such a chore to shave that I just sometimes just don't feel like doing it. So I just shave like my mustache and make me feel better. Because I really hate the way I look at a mustache. I don't like mustaches on me at all. I haven't had a mustache since high school. I've been shaving it, like, religiously. When I was in high school, I used to have a little, you know, get the line up, get the paint, the Shakespeare. I used to have that one. But it has to go. That broccoli is off the chain. I know you wouldn't think so. But this is what it is right here. Like, this is the play. The skin is perfect. Oh, man. You know I start throwing out some oh man. You know I'm in my zone. Speaking of which, let me get back to that story. I was at the supermarket, and, you know, I was working late again. We put, like, our new logos up on the walls and the windows. You know, we're just putting the finishing touches on the place as we're still working, so we do it after hours. So I didn't get out of there until about 11 p.m. because we didn't actually stop working until about 10. So I put together another machine, whatever. So I finally get to ShopRite, which is the store I usually use to go food shopping with because it's 24 hours. Also, today, in my area, in North New Jersey, Bergen County, there was like a fog warning. And you couldn't see a quarter mile in front of you. So it looked like the movie The Mist. Like the fog descended from the heavens. And I walked outside and I couldn't even see my car. It was just like, but I had to get the food. So I went anyway. I finally get there. And I'm walking through the aisle with the Oreos. I'm looking for these. Happy I just found them. Bang, put them in the cart. Whoop-de-whoop. I saw a lady. I knew I smelled something. I smelled chicken. She had her mask down. She was eating the chicken, fried chicken, right in the store. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen that before, because I've seen people do it, but I guess in the new like pandemic life that we have, to see that with the mask down, she ate chicken right in the store. I know she ain't paid for it, and she was with her husband, and they had like, I never seen so much food in two cars. They had two cars, one each one, and one of them was just filled with like Chips Ahoy's. I don't know what they was doing, but I didn't need to be invited. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But yeah, she sat there. She ate the whole wing, the breast, and the thigh. Right in the second. And nobody said anything. And I know there's people out there that do that. Are you one of those people that do that? It wasn't had anything to do with not having money. You know, I would never make fun of somebody because if you had to eat, you had to eat. Like, you know, I've been on a struggle. But they bought at least $400 worth of groceries. I'm not exaggerating. The carts were filled to the point that it was like, here's where the cart ends, you know, the metal part. It was like this high. And they could barely see over on the way out. It was crazy. They had a line because there was only one cashier. And there was like probably 10 people behind me because I was like third in line. There was 10 more people behind me. They had to get 2 people to the front so they could start getting people out because they had so much stuff, which isn't a big deal. But what I'm saying is, she just wanted to have a chicken in the store. No other reason. I mean, maybe she was hungry, but I know she didn't pay for it because I saw her. You know, I'm not dry. I'm not snitch. She already gone long out. I don't care. I saw her put the chicken back on the you know on the aisle. I can't talk. I'm tired. Are y'all do that? I can't. I think that's so like wrong. I'm not saying that I'm like a saint, but I don't do stuff like that. I've seen people do stuff like that. They walk through the store with a bag of chips, eating a bag of chips, put the chips down, or like, you know, drink a soda, or like, you know, like a water, or just anything. Like, why? I know it's not a big deal to you, but somebody has to clean that shit up. I'm not here. I did not sign up to clean up your non-wanted food. You know what? We're going to bring out the big guns, too. I want to do this, because I got so many of these. I had to save them. This is zesty sauce. This is the goat sauce right here, and I want to see if it compares to my sauce. Now, their sauce is a lot lighter than mine, because I use barbecue sauce as a base, and I know they don't. But that's theirs. That's the zesty. You know I'm going to spill some of this. No, I'm not. We got this with the new camera, because it's not blurry. It's very close. This one doesn't have the sweet, and mine does. It's the only difference. That's why mine's darker. But you can see when I pour it out. Look. This is my version, and that's theirs. So mine's just slightly darker because I use barbecue sauce, but I think I got it pretty close. Wow. Go me. But yeah, do y'all do stuff like that? Like stupid, like eat the chicken in the store, eat the food. I don't get it. I don't. Can somebody tell me why? It's not because you can't afford it. It's just because you feel like being stupid. Now, what I have done, I have bought fried chicken from Walmart and walked outside and eaten it in the car. If you ain't done that, then I don't know. You know, maybe you didn't grow up where I grew up, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Definitely did that. But I've never been the type of person to like steal or like do stupid stuff like that. I just don't see the point. You know what else I don't like either? Her husband, he had on headphones, right? I shop with headphones on. And I listen to rap. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music I play. So I hear him rapping the song along. But like loud though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was walking and I'm trying to pick up some sour cream. Real talk. And he was like 10 feet away. And I realized, and I'm listening to him rap, and I'm like, yo, is he listening to DMX? Huh? I knew the lyrics. That's how loud it was. He's talking at this level of octave. Voice pitch. In the middle of the store. And it's just, I try to be polite, bro. I don't know why. Like, people probably think that I'm like being bougie or something. But for me, it's just a respect thing, because when you talk on the phone, in public and you start screaming or laughing with your friends, I'm like, quiet as kept. My sister does that. And they be driving me crazy. For real. Like, that's my sister. I love her to death. And, I hope she'll see this. And, hey, if you're watching this, I love you. I'm just, you can loud. She's the type person, when she's on the phone, you can hear her from a block away. And I'm not exaggerating. Every word she's saying, super loud. Be laughing. And I'm talking about, like, my people get it. Like, the deep, the black laughter. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, like, let's keep it a buck. And I don't do that kind of stuff in public. I don't know why. It's not like a shyness thing. I don't care. I just, I don't need people all in my conversation or all in the music. I listen to music too, and sometimes, like, I mouth the words, and maybe, like, you see me nodding my head or think. I'm not saying don't be into the music, but he was like, it was like DMX. Like, I can stick that flat. Like, I was like, bro, I'm trying to get some ice cream, dude. Is that wrong to me? Am I the wrong? Or what? And I'm being honest, like, I just feel like there's a certain type of etiquette that you have, not necessarily for you, because I'm thinking about the people around me. There was a dude at my gym that, when I used to go to a gym before I started working in the fitness industry, he used to be in the gym at the same time as me every day. And for whatever reason, no matter what piece of cardio equipment I use, he would be on the one next to me. Every single time. Which is fine. Even though for me, gym etiquette, non-packed gym, treadmill, space, next treadmill. It's like urinals. Fellas, y'all understand what I'm saying. If you go to the men's bathroom, right, fellas, and you see somebody going to the bathroom, and there's more than one urinal, so there's 5 urinals, and he's at one, you're one away. You're not at the one next to him, because you don't do that. It's an etiquette thing, right? So, he's on the phone, on FaceTime, video, like, and the whole time I'm in his conversation, and I can see the person's face, the person like, how people be on the phone too, like, it's kind of like, how, like, certain basic, people, when they start live streaming, what they do, they prop the camera up, right, and they be sitting in the camera and they be reading the comments, I could see the person's face, like, on the conversation. Apparently there was some girl at his job that was being, like, I knew everything. I even butted in one time because I was trying to let him know, like, I'm polite. Like, I try not to be antagonistic because I was an angry youth. So I try to avoid confrontation every way I can. So, one time he was talking about the person at work and he was like, and I don't know why she would act like that. And I said something, like, messing around but letting him know, like, bro, I'm in your convo. I answered it. He was like, do you think she's rude? And I was like, nah, you're in the right. You're cool. And he looked at me like I had the audacity to get in this convo. You're yelling next to me with a FaceTime with no headphones, bro. Like, what do you expect? I be trying to do that. Like, I'm so passive aggressive because I'm not trying to fight people or, like, start fights, or I'm past all that. So I try to, like, you ever be in a supermarket and somebody in front of you is, like, moving hella slow? And I don't want to be, like, rude, but, like, just people here. So they be just that. So what I usually do is I'll be behind him and I'll start shaking the car, like, so you can hear me coming. And a lot of times, like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, it's cool. Right? And I keep walking. That's kind of how I roll. I don't want to be like, because if I say something and it gets to the point where, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm like, excuse me, and the person's like, it's only so much, the meter. So I try to avoid the escalation and stuff because it's not worth it at the end of the day. Like, anybody here that's an adult, and if you're a high schooler or youth or whatever, listen, I know it seems cool to fight or like somebody stepped on your Jordans. At the end of the day, you don't know what the person next to you is thinking. You don't know what they have on them. And even the best case scenario, and this is why I talk about playing out scenarios. Even in the best case scenario, say you do fight that person and you beat him up. Now what? What happens? Do you get, like, You know, like a WWE championship belt? Or like what? Like, does it make you cool? Do you want to be on World Star? Like, what did you gain? You feel me? So, you gotta understand, if you can avoid fights, I've been in a lot of fights. I got scars to prove it. Like, I used to be like that. I would have disrespected me. Now, there's a difference between defending yourself and just starting some shit. Do you get what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. You don't know. You could end up catching a case, like assault charges, worse. You know, so, excuse me. Just understand that kind of stuff. When, like, don't be that person looking for, like, trouble and shit. Like, it's not worth it. And this is coming from a person who used to look for trouble. You know, and I get it. You know, you think you're tough, and it ain't worth it, man. You got a future. You want to do things in life, and some things you can't take back. You can't take back assault charges. You can't take back if an accident happens and that person ends up getting seriously or injured or gravely injured, or you end up getting gravely injured. You know, and I've gone into detail about the fight that happened in college and things like that. That was a situation where I was defending myself and I had no choice. But I have to answer questions for the rest of my damn life about why I have a scar on my chest. Why is there a scar on my face? Like, I didn't have a choice in this matter, but there'll come a point in time where you don't want to answer those questions. You don't want that to define you, and you're going to want to get... I'm fortunate enough that I'm in the position where I don't have to go work a 9-to-5 or work a corporate kind of job. You know, I have my own business, and then I have this as a side gig, so I don't have to worry about, you know, tattoos and things of that nature because I work for myself. But when you don't, and you have to go in a job interview and you've got this big ass scar on your face and you got, you know, it's not a good look at the end of the day. And I can't help that part, but you gotta understand, there's always consequences for your actions. So if you can avoid that kind of stuff, avoid it. Don't be cool. Man, you'll never get points for being cool. It's the same, all the stupid things that you value right now. Even me. In 10 years, you won't give a shit. You won't care. You won't. You know how you're in high school and you think your life is over because your girlfriend dumped you or your boyfriend dumped you? In 10 years, you won't care. You know how you're like, oh my God, I'm going to fail this test. In 10 years, you won't care. You won't. I'm not telling you to fail a test. I'm not telling you to not be nice to your significant other. What I'm saying is sometimes you have to just not sweat the stupid stuff. You know, sometimes I have some clients that are around the high school or college age, and they're studying really hard for their test. And they're like, oh my God, I'm going to fail my exam, you know, and I'm telling them, I'm like, did you study? Yeah. And I'm just nervous. And what are you nervous about? That, you know, I won't get an A. And I asked them, I said, honestly, almost 10 years removed from college. Do you think I remember any of my grades? No. And that's my point. Like, you know how many girls that I've been, like, either dumped by or dumped? Do you think I care at this point? No. I told the story, man, I don't know how many mukbangs ago, about the girl that curved me when I was in high school. She friend-zoned the living hell out of me, and I was really upset about it. I couldn't even pick her out of a lineup right now. She probably ain't even cute no more. No, I'm not mad. I'm being honest, but that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. It ain't the biggest deal. Don't worry. Just understand it. You have goals, and just take everything day by day and stop worrying about stupid stuff like, you know, somebody stepped on your Jordans. How many fights have been? Like, I was in college. They had to ban, Lil Jon was real popular when I was in college. Like, you know, they had to ban Lil Jon from the clubs. I understand why, too, because Lil Jon, like, that was fight music, man. Lil Jon used to instruct you on how to fight, bro. Like, y'all don't understand because y'all might be too young, but if you were my age bracket and you were around the time that crunk music was really, like, you know, Lil Jon be in there and he'd be like, yeah, and you'd be like, in the music, there's always like a bridge in the song where the song just stopped, right? No music, bang. And it'd just be the beat. And it'd always be the beat where, because people be mugging, right? Everybody in the club be like this. And Lil Jon be talking. He'll start talking. He'll be like, yeah, if you see somebody in your right, what? And they don't look like you, what? then beat, and then all of a sudden, and then the beat, and get the God, and they start cursing, and everybody start getting like real hyped, and it turned into a fight every time Lil Jon was on, bro. He banned him from every club I went to from ages 18 to 23. I swear to you, couldn't play Lil Jon in the club. Lil Jon literally just incited like 30 fights in my life. I do think, I'm telling you right now, even the fight that happened when the scar was on my face, even though it was a setup, it was a big fight in a group of people, and it was a setup, but Lil Jon was on. Yeah, Nuck If You Buck, Crime Mob, Crunk Music. I know the song. Oh yeah, Lil Scrappy, No Problems. I hear it. I'm telling you, put Lil Scrappy, No Problems on right now, and I swear to God, I might fight the camera. It's just the way it is. So, I don't know why I'm talking about fights. This was really good, but this video is like 35 minutes long. And it is literally 4 o'clock in the morning. And I've got to be back at work in like 6 hours. So, I'm going to get up out of here and take one more sip of this pink lemonade because it is banging. And as you can see, I'm running myself into the ground. But I love the grind, man. I love doing this and I love doing my job. And it's just, the grind doesn't stop. With that being said, air fried fried broccoli, goated. Air fried chicken, really, really good. Cauliflower, save your money, get the regular kind. Would I eat it again? Yeah, if you put it in front of it. I would never go out of my way to get it. You can see it's the only thing I didn't touch. I get like 28 nuggets, but I'm running out of time here. I still gotta edit this video and get it out on the tube. I'll be posting these videos, I swear to God, while I'm at work. Like, I'll be like, hold on a second real quick, and I take like 3 minutes. And I would just put the video out and Instagram post out and everything out all in one shot and I get right back to work. That's why it's hard for me to answer comments because I literally post on my phone, right? Or on my computer at work and I get right back out to work. So don't take it personal if I don't see your comments and everything like that. I do try to answer as many as I can, but I'm like a chicken with no head right now and I absolutely love it. Appreciate the grind. Hopefully one day, I don't know. I don't even care if it pays. I mean, to me, it always pays off because the work ethic doesn't stop. But anyway, it's been your boy, King Strats. I'm tired as heck right now, and I got to get a nap in. I had a lot of caffeine. Doesn't matter, but we will be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.